Hi everyone, welcome to module 2 of our um, of our of our training, Digital Jobs PH technical training by DICT, ILSDB, and FAPSCO. Okay, we're now on module 2, Introduction to Online Opportunities, Roadmap to Success. Okay. Uh-huh. In this module, we are going to discuss basically identifying your passion and skills. Okay. In module 1, we have identified why is it worth it to pursue a career on freelancing, what triggers the freelancing industry, and why it's worth it to pursue it. Now that you're on module 2, we will have to identify your passion and skill so that we are guided on we we are guided on how far are you willing to go, how far are you committed on this program. Okay, so in module 2, road mapping, we're discussing identifying your passion and skills. We'll have to take the multiple intelligence test, zone of genius, passion and skills, and why it's important. We will also have the road mapping discussion. So we'll identify what's dream versus smart goals and then do our annual planning. Okay. We will also do under the task section, we will identify our skills and passion so we know what are our skills, what are we, how far are we on those skills, and what are the things that we love to do most based on the skills that we have, and what are we passionate about based on the skills that we have. And then we'll draw our actual versus ideal budget so that we know also how much should we earn. Okay, how much are we spending, so how much should we earn to cover the spending. Okay, and then define in case we have goals, we have things that we want to buy, or we have maybe career that we want to pursue that will need some um financial, not assistance, but you'll have to earn more. So we'll define those costing as well. We will also do our annual plan. Okay. So again, this material is produced by fapsco.ph and it shouldn't be reproduced or distributed without Fapsco's permission. Okay, so first, as trainees, we want to know what are your learning types. Okay, what kind of learner are you? Okay, that's how we call it. Okay, it is said that there are four types of learning. So four types of learners. I'm sorry. So there's visual. Visual learners prefer to take an information using charts, maps, graphs, diagrams, and more. So it's more like visual. Using images to explain concepts and ideas is the best way to reach you if you're a visual learner. So me as trainer, I have to know that so that I know how to what to prepare. Okay, if most of those in the class are visual learners, then I'll have to have more visual materials. Okay. In For audit, there's also one visual and then auditory. This learning style describes students who learn best when information is heard or spoken. So they benefit from lectures, group discussion, and other strategies that involve talking things through. So dapat sinasabi, dapat napakinig, 'di ba? Auditory, okay? And then we also have reading or writing preference. So students who have a reading or writing preference prefer information to be presented using words. So, iba naman siya. So, they love to read and perform well on written assignments such as stories or book reports. This preference emphasizes text-based input and output, reading and writing in all of its forms. So, that's how the reading and writing learners are. Okay, that's their preference. Kinesthetic naman, let me just show you kinesthetic. Kinesthetic, okay. They are more hands-on, experiential learners. They learn best by doing. Okay. Wow, that's nice, huh? They learn best when they can use tactile experiences and carry out a physical activity to practice applying new information. So, people who prefer this mode are connected to reality. Oh, mas real talk sila. Either through concrete personal experiences. Examples are, practice or simulation or demo. Always demo, diba? So those are the 4 types of learners. This is actually you'll have to let me just share with you. Hold on a second. Let me just share with you a site where you can identify what kind of learner are you. Okay. This is 5 intelligence. Okay, later on, I cannot find the 4 learner test. So later on, I'll tell you. And then according to this one, this multiple intelligence assessment, it's also another assessment of what kind of learner are you. It is said by Howard Gardner Surrey, he's a Harvard professor, that there are 8 multiple intelligences. These are linguist, naturalist, musical or rhythmic, kinesthetics, visual, spatial, logical or mathematical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and existential. Okay, so this kind of learning, let me just share with you. You can access this through this website, literacynet.org. So I'll be sending you the link for you to have a self-assessment. It will help because you will find your strengths there. You will realize if you're a language person pala, so you enjoy saying, hearing, and seeing words. Or if you are more into musica, you like the rhythm and sound of language, you like poems, songs, and jingles. There's also logic or math, so you enjoy exploring how things are related and you like to understand how things work and all that. So you like mathematical concepts, puzzles, and manipulative games. So dapat laging may pag-game si trainer, right? Okay. Another one would be this other 5 intelligences would be like body, self, spatial, nature, and social. So that would be it. You'll have to take that self-assessment so that you know your strength. Okay. Now, we go to zone of genius. So why do you have to determine your zone of genius? Okay, let me just find out where is the link for the zone of genius quiz. Okay. So let me just share with you again. This is the zone of genius quiz. So you'll have to find your zone of genius to gain deeper self-awareness and be able to answer 2 questions. One, what you are best at. Okay, let me share that again. Sorry. Share. Okay. You have to take this quiz so that you gain deeper self-awareness and be able to answer two questions. First is find out what you're best at, and the other one is what will give you purpose on doing it. So I suggest that you take this quiz so that you'll know this kind of quiz so that you'll know what are your strengths are, and then what gives you purpose, so that you can work on what gives you purpose, on what you're best at. Upon realizing it, then you can start maybe adding more effort, so that you'll have more skills on those things that you're best at. So that's it. You have to realize what you really want to do. That's really a nice assessment, personal assessment. So why is it important to determine what you're passionate about? So it says here that passion plus purpose plus prosperity equals you. Okay. So you have to realize life is not all about us. It's about what we are willing to do, learn, and give, so that others can feel you exist and is making a difference. Okay. So you'll have to realize your passion, your purpose, and then of course it can bring you prosperity, and then that completes you. Okay, so are you really ready to give it a try? Okay, so let's analyze what's dreams versus goals. Okay, and this slide, it says the dreams things are the things you think of doing or having. Okay, dream. Okay, you dream of being what, a developer, a web developer. And then dreams happen when asleep or daydreaming. Oh, not a web developer, sorry. Maybe you dream, like in my case, I dream of being a sexy swimmer. Okay. And then dreams are free. Okay. You can dream anytime and it's for free anyway. Libreng mangarap. Okay. But then dreaming don't produce results. It's just, just pangarap. And that's it. Okay. And it's imaginary as well. All right. It's in your subconscious. It's just your, not imagination, but it's imaginary actually. And it doesn't have a finish line. Pwede kang marap kahit matanda ka na. You can go on and dream and dream. Okay? And you don't need to focus. So just thoughts, just thinking about it. And then it requires your imagination. Of course, dapat creative din yung pangangarap, okay? It stretches your imagination, all right? But somehow when you dream, you also inspire people, right? Pwede kang mangarap and then cascade it to someone and then you inspire people, okay? But then it can exist in your thoughts then. Sa'yo lang yon, pangarap mo lang yon, sana lang, 'di ba? Sana all. And then it's backed up with nothing. Like in my case, I can dream of anything really big. It's just with myself in my thoughts alone, so you don't know that. But it's not backed up with realistic things because it's just imaginary. Okay, now with goals. Goals are things that you're willing to act on. Ito yung gusto mong gawin. Okay? And this happens not when you're sleeping, but when you're awake. Okay? Now, the thing is, goals have costs. Hindi siya libre. Hindi katulad ng dreams na libreng mangarap. Etong goal, kailangan may cost, may puhunan ka. Okay? It could be financial, it could be in form of psychological commitment. It can be a form of putting extra effort on something to gain it, okay? But then, dahil may puhunan ka, You will do your best and it will produce results. Kasing goal nakaset di ba? And also, it is based on reality. Okay, hindi siya imaginary. Okay, like the dreams. Okay. Another one, hindi siya forever yung goal. Kailangan time-bound. By next year, kailangan may kotse na ako. Or by next year, dapat yung kotse kong ganito, dapat better, upgraded version na. Hindi na tong kotseng to. Or like you have now maybe a 22 square meter condo. 2 years from now, I want to have a condo with a 3-bedroom condo, something like that. You have to, it has to be time bound. And then another one, you need to be focused. When you have a goal, of course, yun goal. Like in a basketball, diba? My goal. So, shoot mo siya doon, diba? So, that's also how you should do it. You should be focused on your goal. Okay? And for you to be focused, it will require hard work. Hindi yun pwedeng pangarapin mo lang tapos tulugan mo na. Namuhunan ka na, diba? And then nag-set ka na rin ng time. Kailan mo siya ma-achieve? Nag-focus ka na rin sa kanya. So, kailangan trabahuin mo na siya, right? So that thing, working hard to achieve your goal actually stretches you, no? Ikaw yon. Ikaw yung exert ng effort for that. But then, having achieved that, having achieved your goal, it can change people's lives. Not only for yourself, but also for your family and the people you touch with that goal that you are working on. So, this time, the goal also doesn't exist only in your thoughts. It is done in writing, okay? And it is backed up with plans. Okay, so goals should have plans, should be time bound. You should be geared to work on it, okay? So it all starts with a need or a dream. So you can be an artist, writer, teacher, athlete, pilot, speaker, influencer, entrepreneur, anything. Okay, it starts with a need or probably just a dream. And then, okay, SMART goals. Now, let's go to goals, okay? Kasi yun yung what we're setting, no? SMART goals, for short-term goals goes on 6 to 12 months. So I think short-term goal po, half year to 1 year. And then medium-term goals are 2 to 5 years. And then long-term goals run from 6 to 10 years. And meron siyang purpose. Lahat naman may purpose. But this one, really, 6 to 10 years. Okay. Examples. So, SMART goals, personal. What? So, kunyari, laptop, you want to buy a MacBook Air 2022. How much? So, for example, it's 50,000. So, you'll define now when in 24 months from now. So, in 2 years from now. Okay? That's an example of a short-term goal. No? I know, actually, medium-term na siya, 2 to 5 years. Okay? Career or business, what? One stable client. For example, freelancer na kayo, no? So, one stable client with 40 hours per month. Okay? And then 24 stable clients in December 2021. 2021 na ngayon. Okay? So, yung ganon. And then how much? So, $10 per hour. So, subcontracted to VA. So, wow. So, 24 stable clients in December. And then, yung meron kang one stable client with 40 hours per month. And then, pwede ka rin mag-subcontract to VAs. When? Starting month 3 of extensive marketing. So, kung starting month 3 of extensive marketing, kailan ba yung start ng iyong month one, diba? Of extensive marketing. And then family, SMART goal, family vacation. Where? 7 days in Hong Kong Disneyland. Talaga ba? Hong Kong Disneyland. How much? 15,000 per pax. So meron na siyang cost dito, okay? When? December 1 to 7. So meron na din siyang specific date, okay? Time bound siya. All right? So for annual plan naman, we have to create an editable calendar. So we have to create milestones, define the small achievable goals, and then set timelines. And then from those milestones, we map out the steps that we're going to go to hit the milestone. Parang ano yan eh, this is my annual plan. So ano yung step by step bago yon? Hindi siya bigla-biglang yun na siya, di ba? And then so also in your annual plan, you have to mark your progress. And then do rinse and repeat. For tasks, okay, for this module, we have several tasks that we have to accomplish. No, there's skills and passion, so we have to define that. We have also to do actual versus ideal budget. We also have to do SMART goals costing. So I guess I have to show here. Let me just show you. Share screen. Where am I? Okay, kanina yung zone of genius. I've shown it earlier, and then let me just find out. Okay, so we're going to accomplish the personal road mapping. So this is actually a spreadsheet, and then we're going to fill it up for skills and passion discovery. Okay, so this is one task. We have to fill it up. We have to turn it in the classroom as well. So yon. And then we also have to do actual versus ideal budget. So we have to define our lifestyle. This is a lifestyle budget planner. So we have to identify how much are we earning now, what are the things that we want to buy, and then so how much do we need to earn more to achieve the things that to achieve our goals, no? Okay. So here's also a sales planner. This is for your sales goal. So how will you be earning? Syempre, kailangan may clients. Syempre, kailangan may sales. So you have to, you plan out what is actual, ano yung ngayon. So ano ba yung ideal? So, and then define also, by doing this, you'll know, malaki ba masyado yung goal ko? Kung malaki, how will I approach it? Kasi you will see here the difference between your actual and ideal, and you have to somehow work in between and find out how will you achieve this. So you have to exert more effort from the actual, right? Now for SMART goals, we're going to identify short term, and then medium term, and then long term. Okay, in 10 years time. All right, so we're going to put value there in peso, although dollar siya, but then it should be in peso because peso naman tayo, okay? So that it's easier for us to relate, okay? Later on, we'll explain it as we go through the task. And then, this is niching already, okay? The other one that we have to prepare is, I think this is annual plan. Yeah, annual plan sample task. So what we have here is how are we going to draw, you know, like what's the goal? Okay, and then you have your milestone. Ano ba yung we have to set the milestone and then remarks, ano ba, achieve ba, in progress ba, okay? That's the annual plan. Let me check. For January, then yung mga milestone, di ba, I said there should be step by step, there should be something in between that achieve to achieve it. So it says send at least 42 applications in 3 agency sites. That would be May. So let's check if this is right. So wala pa siyang nakalagay na schedule. So this is how it's going to be done, no? You're going to set the goal and then the milestones, the things that you will do. And then the schedules will have to be set here. All right? So that I think would be module 2 basically. So I hope by filling up the spreadsheets, the Google Sheets, you'll be, and then taking the tests, you'll be able to realize your passion and skills, to know your zone of genius, and then realize what are you actually capable of and what is your purpose, and set your goals, and then you'll figure out how to achieve those goals. Okay, so I hope I didn't open. Okay, so I guess let me just um go again to the share screen. Where is preview? Okay, so I think I've shown you overall what is module 2 all about. It's basically, doing, this is road mapping to success. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to take that test, the VARC test, so that literacynet.org, so that I'll be guided what kind of learner are you. And you will also realize what kind of learner are you. And in the process, so if you realize you're a visual learner actually, then you start maybe getting more on that if you want to hone your skills, you'll start maybe getting more visual, okay? So although of course it's always reflected actually on how you do things, but it's just that you don't really realize it. So I think that's it. And then multiple intelligences, there's a link here. Another link, literacynet.org. Oh, sorry. Yeah, literacynet.org. And then the zone of genius. Okay, with this, you'll be able to realize what are you capable of. Okay, so let's give it a try so that we can start setting our goals. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you in module 3. Although we'll have another discussion on how we fill up the forms and the task. All right. Thank you so much. Let me just share the screen.